So it was October 30th, 2013, the day before Halloween, and I was sitting in class, and I started to feel nauseous. It was kind of random. I was fine all morning, and then I started to feel nauseous. I went to leave class. I had an exam in about a half hour, so I wanted to go eat something, try and make myself feel better. I don't know. I was going to try and make myself feel better before my exam. So I start walking across the street, and I kind of got a black fog in front of my face. I couldn't really see anything. I felt like I was going to pass out, and I could feel my legs sort of giving out on me. So I was lucky. I caught myself on a wall that was behind me, and I lowered myself to the ground. And I was on the phone with my friend at the time, and I said, "Something's wrong. You need to come get me and take me to the hospital." So they started running tests. They did a CT scan. The doctor came in and said, "There's a blur on the CT scan. We can't really tell if there's something there or not, so we're going to do an MRI just to be sure that it's nothing serious." So he runs the MRI and comes back and tells me, "You have a middle cerebral artery brain aneurysm." And my heart basically stopped. I was like, "What the heck do you mean I have a brain aneurysm? I'm 21 years old, I'm healthy. What do you mean I have a brain aneurysm? I've never had symptoms before." Well, the doctors at in-state college asked me, "Where do you live?" And I said, "Pittsburgh," and they said, "Good. UPMC has a good neurosurgery unit there." And I said, "Okay." So, it was convenient for me too. I live around Pittsburgh, so I was planning to meet with Dr. Wecht the next morning. So they had all recommended him. I went in expecting the best, and that's exactly what he was. Even immediately walking into the office, I knew that I was in good hands. Dr. Wecht he has this feeling about him. You know he knows what he's talking about. And he made me feel really comfortable, and I knew I was in good hands. But any crazy question that popped into my head, I asked Dr. Wecht, I asked his nurses. They were so willing to help me. They made me feel so comfortable. Like I said, I went into the surgery knowing exactly what was going to happen, exactly what I was going to feel like, and I was okay with it because I knew it had to happen. They made it clear, and they made it run as smoothly as possible. I remember one of the first questions I asked Dr. Wecht, because he explained everything. Your surgery went well, whatever. He said, "Do you have any questions for me?" And I remember saying, "So when can I run again?" And he looked at me like I had three heads. Like, well, we didn't even get you sitting out of bed yet, and you're asking when you can run. So that was a big concern for me. I've always been into sports. I've played sports my whole life. I love lifting weights. I do CrossFit. I run. And so going into the surgery, that was one of my major concerns was, am I ever going to be able to work out and lift weights again safely? And they assured me, "You should be able to after you recover. Obviously, take it slow right now. After you recover, you should be able to get back to your normal routine and have no restrictions." And they were spot on. They said, "You know what, your recovery, after about a month, you'll be feeling good. You'll get tired easily. You will fatigue." And I did. And I liked that they told me exactly what was going to happen because, like I said, I went into it knowing what was going to happen. And everything they said is what happened. So within a month, I was slowly working my way back there. Within 3 months, I was pretty much back to normal, and I was probably 100% after 5 months, I would say. So thankfully, despite this all, I was able to graduate on time from undergrad from Penn State University. And I've always known that I kind of wanted to be a physical therapist. I've always been interested in sports and fitness and helping people and that kind of thing. But I think this has definitely opened my eyes to a neurosurgery perspective, neurological perspective. I kind of want to focus on neuro rehab now. I think it's really interests me, and even brain injuries, that kind of thing. I think it would be awesome to be able to help from a neuro rehab perspective. I even remember being in the hospital, and they kept making me stand up and walk around, obviously, get the blood flowing. And I did not want to. I was tired. My head hurt. I was like, "Oh, I don't want to get up." And I remember the physical therapist coming in saying, "You have to stand up and walk." And I was like, "Oh, I hate you." But now I see, like, I would love to be someone like that on her end of it and help people in similar situations. So it's kind of changed my outlook on even my profession someday. So.